Oh boy, I just watched the end of Nadal and Zverev. I thought it was going to last for hours. It really had one of the looks of a classic game. And then Harry Zverev went down. It's crazy. I mean, he was screaming in pain. Now it was like one of those things like, oh my God, he's got to be out. And then he came out in a wheelchair and just waved to the crowd. And that was that. But it was looking like a classic.
Yeah. It was one of those things where like it wasn't just like a freak injury. He was going, he was basically diving for a get, and when he was running as fast as hard as he could for that little for probably 4 to 5 feet, he twisted that ankle, and that was it.
I don't know. Something looked like it was cracked. And again, I can't believe this doesn't happen in more sports. Basketball, where these guys are shuffling their feet so much, and tennis and the stop and go. Like this should happen like twice a tournament or something. But you haven't seen it. Bri, you have a bigger.
Well, I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know if you remember. I hurt I think Harry hurt his. I don't know what he hurt when we played, but I hurt my ankle. I could barely walk that second time I played Harry.
Yeah.
From twisting it. But I have a big problem with this. So, most of these sports books just void these bets, right? If these matches don't finish. I actually forgot about this. So I parlayed Swiatek like last match to win in 2 sets, which he did with Nadal in this match, and they voided the bet, which it's annoying because I'm trying to think. I'm watching the match. Nadal has that awesome comeback, right, and he wins 7 sets. It's like 10-8, right? He wins in the tiebreaker in the first set. He's potentially going on. He's potentially going on to win in 3 sets, potentially, right? The way that match was probably going, especially if he pulls that second one, he's going to win the 3rd set. I don't get credit for that. It drives me crazy. This has happened to me now like 3 or 4 times. Like if I would have parlayed, I would have taken Nadal to win the whole tournament, I don't get penalized for that. Like I would have got the better. I should have done that. I wouldn't have got penalized. This would have essentially counted as a win for me. But in these high stakes, I mean, I get why they have it for certain things, but when you are down to the semifinals, the last 4, whoever
I don't
advances,
get it at all.
Whoever
I don't know why they
advances,
have it ever.
I mean,
first, so if he's up 2 sets, 4-0, it's still there's a push. If Zverev withdraws, that sucks. It's not like this in any other sport. Boxing, a guy gets walked away. If there's a no mas, he's out. Whatever. That's it. You get the guy who you bet, and that guy wins, right?
I mean, Sal, when Coach Kazaza threw in the towel during Finken's wrestling match, did Islip not get points for that victory?
Right.
Did it not
and the
count?
bettors were enraged too. The ones that backed Finken. Yeah, I know. You're right.
No, but you could have a dog plus 250 in a major up 2 sets and up 3-1, and something happens to the minus 400 favorite. You're not getting paid.
Yeah, so there's no official thing. Like a football game, I think 55 minutes is official for everything, right? But there's no, if you're up 2 sets.
I don't think if you go over I don't think if you go into like the 4th set, I think it's still the same. I mean, look, every book is a little bit different. Some allow, some don't. But this has driven me crazy for a while. And I get it in shitty tournaments, or if a guy's coming into a match with a pre-existing injury or something like that, that makes, I get why they have it to an extent. But I also, in these matches, that's so fucking dumb.
That's what you kind of get for betting on tennis, right? So,
shut up.
Come on. I mean,
no, but what?
When do look, you guys got me into golf. The tennis thing once in a while, but you guys are betting this just as much as anything else. They're playing at all weird times.
It's on when you wake up. It's great.
It's so ridiculous.
Darren, I was up
wrong with these
at
guys?
5:30 this morning. I was up at 5:30 this morning to watch this match.
I will say, I don't know.
It's
like,
crazy.
I'm now thinking about like a huge betting scandal. If a guy's like a 10-1 underdog, right?
Right. Well, that's
and
true.
just bets on himself or tells all his friends to bet on himself, and he's losing 2 sets to none, 5-0, and he just like, you know what? I've had enough. He walks off. That's a push. Everybody gets their money back betting that guy.
A few years ago, there was a big tennis scandal of one match that was a worthless tennis match, and like
there always is.
Remember? Yeah.
The
always
female
scandals.
tennis and the non-essential tournaments is really bad, really under scrutiny. All right, we've talked tennis too much. But Brother Bri gets screwed, of course.
I'm so annoyed. Yeah, that cost me a few $100s. Like I said, if I would have just parlayed him to win the tournament, then I wouldn't have been penalized.